Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading for April 2020. This is going to be for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, like myself, Gemini Rising. You may be in love with a Gemini. You may have planets in the sign of Gemini. You may have a lot of Mercury in your chart. Or you are just intuitively guided to the channel and you're not even a Gemini. I find that's happening more and more and more, and that doesn't take anything away from the sign. It's just saying that there's many of us who need to hear certain messages, and I'm glad that the universe is opening it up to everyone who needs to hear it. It's not easy work. It's work that I love, but it's not easy work. So I love when the messages get to the right people. Feel free to share them too if maybe something doesn't resonate with you, but you're like, you know what, that sounds just like Susie. It sounds just like Pete's problem. Well, please share it with them. Let it get to where it needs to go. All right, guys, so we're in our new location. And I'm feeling very open in this location, very, very intuitive, even more so than I was before, which, surprises me, but hey, I'm all for it. A new desk. So I had a wood desk last time, and this time I bought a glass desk just because it was too much money to have my old desk shipped, so I gave it to my daughter. So look forward to seeing if you love that desk on her channel, which is Jenny Love Tarot. And great channel. She reads just like me, but shorter, which says some of you may really like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into your reading, okay? We're going to use a couple different decks for the month of April, just to bring in some new energy, because that's kind of what I'm feeling anyway. And as always, I apologize for not knowing the name of my decks, but that's all right. So what I'm going to ask you to do while I am shuffling the cards is do a little deep breathing in through the nose, hold it for 4 seconds, and then release it. Release it without force, almost like a sigh, like, you're letting the negative release, okay? I do it 4 times in a row. You do whatever feels right to you. During this time, I am always inviting your guides, as long as they are in unconditional love, to join my guides into bringing us what I hope is a fabulous reading. Gemini's readings are always interesting, so I always look forward to them. So let's see where we're going to go. And let's begin. Let me take this shot off. Okay, let's see where we're going. I just noticed the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Not sure why yet. Possible Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Virgo also carries your energy of Mercury. I'm a Virgo, in case anybody cares. I'm a Virgo Sun, Gemini Moon. So let's see. We open with the Moon, which is the card of Pisces. We have the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Someone is wondering about that. Someone is unclear about that. We have the Princess of Cups. Someone may be waiting for someone to invite them into the Ten of Cups. The Moon is a little bit of uncertainty, right? But when I think of the Princess of Cups, though, I also think of someone who receives something and is not really expecting it. And that doesn't mean deep down she doesn't know it's coming. And it's funny because, Princess of Cups is Pisces energy, and we have the Moon here too. So some of you are definitely connected to Pisces. We have the Eight of Wands. This is fast-moving energy. Some will say that it's chaotic because it's so quick-moving. This is also the energy of what I think about, I bring about. Those thoughts that are reaching the universe and the universe responding back. So I have a feeling something's happening here with this princess, and has to do with this Ten of Cups. It's a perfect scenario. I like it. But the Moon being beside that, whether, we could be talking about two Pisces here also. But I feel like there's some uncertainty related to this Ten of Cups, whether I'm in it or whether I'm about to be invited into it. But it definitely feels like what this princess has been thinking about, right? Maybe wishing for. And it may happen sooner than he or she expects. We have the Four of Cups coming under the Moon, so someone's just kind of like, I'm in a certain type of comfort level, like, going into the Ten of Cups is going to require me to be a new me, right? It's going to require something from me, and am I willing to give it? Am I able to give it? Also, it's the energy of, because I may not be, some people want to know when they meet someone that it's automatically going to be the Ten of Cups, right? It's automatically going to be ecstasy. But truthfully, it's about the journey of getting to the Ten of Cups. That's where the romance lies and the passion lies, and the fighting lies, but then the making up lies. It's all within that. That is when we're building that foundation and we're able to look at each other and see the capabilities of each other that we didn't even realize, right? Going directly to the Ten of Cups sometimes is too much. Great place to be, but what kind of memories do I have from it? This is not really coming from the cards. This is what I'm feeling right now. So let's keep going. Curious to see what's coming under the Ten of Cups. I feel like someone's also, maybe this is marriage and someone is worried that someone is not going to accept it. Right, but, if I look at the Princess of Pentacles, again, male or female, I feel like, she's going to accept it. But someone down here is like, can I offer enough? Am I everything that she or he deserves? Can I do the job? All that. Am I ready to have a family for some? Well, we have the Ace of Pentacles under the Ten of Cups. So I have to say, I know right away that there is someone out there who is wondering, can I be what I need to be? Can I give my potential family the abundance that they deserve? They're questioning themselves. But again, I'm not feeling anything from this princess as in I'm even thinking about that, right? I am thinking about love at this point. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Sun, which is always beautiful, and it's coming below the Eight of Wands. This is the energy of Leo. You know, what does that tell me? That means that this is telling me if I'm in my head, get out of it, right? Leo is, you know, the star. Leo is, even if you don't like a Leo, you know, they are who they are, and, you know, they're not meant to be quiet. They're not meant to sit back. I don't know. I'm feeling a lot of strength from this Leo. And also the energy of the Sun. So that's illumination. And someone over here certainly needs that illumination. And it may be coming quickly to this person, but they need it. I can feel that they need some type of illumination, some type of, yeah, this is the right thing, right? Well, look at that. Then we have the High Priestess. So we can look at this also as our higher self. Someone's higher self being able to reach them, finally, and move them into the energy of positivity. Let's keep going. I feel like there's two cards here, but it's only one. We have the Lovers. Now, it's in reverse, but I really don't feel like it's supposed to be in reverse because this one's also in reverse. But we'll consider it, right? And then we have Judgment. So, you know, let's talk about if it's in reverse. We're looking again at this person over here, whether this could be you or this person could be you. But so right now we're looking at this person, and let's say the Lovers and Judgment is in reverse. It would make a little bit of sense because this person's not paying attention to their intuition, right? They're not trusting their intuition. And listen, when you don't trust your intuition, life is hard, right? You may get some great things, but it's like the rise and the fall. You know, you may get it, but boy, there's not a lot of security in keeping it, right? When you listen to your intuition, it's almost like saying, you know, you're going to have a strong foundation no matter what. You can feel that this is rooted in time, that type of energy. So someone not paying attention to that would put the Lovers in reverse, right? That, again, is unsurety, you know. And I feel like it's more about how they feel about me. Can I even be the person that they want me to be? And then you have Judgment. So let's say that was in reverse. Well, Judgment asks for a rebirth, right? Or Judgment is like, let it go. Let it go. Let this fear go. Let the past go. You know, look at life as if it was starting brand new today. That's what Judgment asks. Judgment's also about understanding there's a whole spiritual element to you. Here, I feel alone. I feel like, you know, I am of this earth, but, you know, that's it. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that, but when Judgment comes in, Judgment is like, no, my dear, that is just a small part of you. You are a spiritual body, right? You're a spiritual body connected to that silver cord, and no matter what, you will return home. And I don't even know why I'm saying that. Otherwise, to give this person this sense of security that, you know, I just feel like saying take a chance because we don't take chances and we lose so much time, right? We have a limited amount of time on this earth. And yeah, sometimes it requires that our heart gets broken. But guess what? Our heart heals and something new opens up. It's just life. It's the wheel. It's just the way it is. And so this person not feeling that, not feeling their spirituality. But then we flip it around, right? Let's say that your higher self. Let's use that for an example, especially with the Sun here. You get enough illumination where you start to feel the power of your higher self, and that means you start to think just like how I was speaking, and you start to realize that there is a potential that, let's say this is about asking for someone's hand in marriage. Well, there's a potential they may say yes, right? I've been in the attitude of course they're going to say no. No way. They're going to say no, right? But if I flip that around with a little illumination, a little spirituality, and a little knowing, then I start to think, hey, why not? Why not? And if the answer is no, then the answer is no. And at least I'm no longer in this energy of wondering and waiting and doing nothing, right? I have my answer. Then I move on into whatever is next, right? But I'm definitely feeling like the answer is going to be yes. However this is coming to you, we can't help but say that there's some love in here, right? Because there just is. And, when I see the Princess of Cups, especially next to the Ten of Cups, hello. I feel like this person's going to be the perfect partner. Is prepared to be the perfect partner. Doesn't mean that she'll flip around every once in a while. Maybe she gets a little jealous here and there. If you're whole, then you can handle that. And you can help that person see their way so they can flip it around. Because you have the Eight of Cups here, and the Eight of Cups is about getting your emotional house in order. And it's telling you, it doesn't matter how impossible you think that is, it's very possible. You have the Sun on one side of it, and you have the Ace of Pentacles on the other side. Now, if that's not good enough, you have judgment. You have spiritual support helping you to move out of anything that just feels unhappy. Anything that's like holding me back, that just my thoughts just keep going back to like how many times I got screwed over and how this hurt, and who's to say it's just not going to happen again? Well, who's to say that it will happen again? That's what the Sun says. Like, look at it from a positive aspect, and no matter what happens in life, it will always follow the Sun, right? And that just means that you can get over things, especially down here. I feel like there's a real connection between two people. With the Lovers, Judgment, and the High Priestess. What's surrounding the Lovers, the High Priestess. So this is me when I'm paying attention to my intuition, when I'm allowing Spirit to help me right through Judgment, when I'm feeling it all. I already know the answer. I already know that there's this connection to someone. Doesn't mean I have to be with them. My life will be just fine if I'm not with them. But let's face it, there's some real beautiful energy here, and what a shame to miss that experience. So you have so much help for you to see that. And listen, even though this is spiritual, what this is also telling me with the Ace of Pentacles is this is happening within your material world, right? This is something you touch, you feel, perhaps you kiss. You know what I mean? This isn't just in the spiritual world. This isn't just thinking about it. This is reality. This is happening. Here's the Ten of Cups. So this is the potential. That there's free will. Free will, and we always have to remember that. Maybe someone in that Eight of Cups, maybe they decide, what, I'm never going to get my emotional house in order. Maybe this person over here, their fear is, becomes their comfort zone, and they're just never going to try to pass that, even though that cup, there's that cup. It's just like, here I am. Nobody can make you take it. Nobody can make them take it, right? Here's the Ace of Pentacles. It's like that ace. It's like that Ace of Cups just grew, right? Like, I'm telling you, this is in your 3D world. That's kind of what the Ace of Pentacles is saying. It is here. It is possible, right? But there's a requirement, and it is to, at least get that emotional house in order. Understand that There's patterns. Understand that there's karmic that happens in our life. And even though it hurts, boy, what does it teach us? If we learn a lesson, what does it teach us? Here's the sun right beside us, so I have no doubt there's a lot of learning going on. There's a lot of understanding going on. There's true illumination going on. I don't care what is happening in the world, and I know there's a lot happening in the world. But this is about you individually. This is kind of deep. You know what I mean? I just realized we have one card missing. It's like, I want you to read me by myself. I love how the Eight of Wands is right above the sun. Get out of town. So funny when they say things like that. I'm not surprised. I just love how, whatever you want to call it, I call it my guides, your guides together, how the cards come out, they just seem to come out perfectly. I'm not surprised. I'm just always in awe. Here's the Fool. Hello. Perfect energy coming right under the sun, coming right beside Judgment. It's almost like a perhaps for some of you, even past life experiences, right? Like someone from a past life that maybe was everything, but maybe there was tragedy. Who knows what happened? It's like this story wants to be retold. It's almost like we have a chance to tell it in a different way. But maybe some of those old energies are hanging on, and that's what keeps this person down, right? Some of those old energies, and the Eight of Cups is saying, just figure it out, right? Figure it out. Here's some illumination to help you. Here's some of your ancestors to help you. Here's spirit guides. Even someone like me, right? You go to listen to a reading. It's all right here, and it's asking one thing of you: to be the Fool. The Fool always takes that chance. Always. The Fool doesn't think about what was. The Fool thinks about what can be, right? You got to remember also, when you're asked to be the Fool, there is so much help along the way. When you think of, starting at the Fool and moving to the Ten of Pentacles, let's say, who's the first person you meet? The Magician. What does the Magician do? The Magician teaches you about all these tools that you have within. The Magician may say, you know what, you may need them, but you already earned them, and you already have them. This isn't about building up that strength. This isn't about earning that tool. You have already earned it. It already belongs to you. And the Magician reminds you that, you can get through anything, and just remember your tools. So you leave the Magician, you go to the High Priestess. What does she say? She says, sweetie, you don't walk alone. Don't feel alone on this journey. We're with you. We're all with you. We're all there to support you. When you think of spirit, when you think of, alignment, when you think of the sun, it's always only positive. It just is, right? Even if there are challenges in front of you, it's like your guides are like, they'll get right through that. I don't even worry about them anymore, right? They passed, I'm thinking Monopoly, right? They passed the Magician. Now they know who they are, right? High Priestess is saying, don't forget this part of you. This is how you get through life. Again, doesn't mean there won't be challenges, but you'll be one of those people, no matter what point you're starting from. Today is the day. It doesn't mean if you're 80 years old, today is the day. If you are 18 years old, today is the day to be the Fool. Don't worry about regret. It's useless, right? Jealousy, you got to get over it, right? If someone can't love you for who you are, then it's just not worth your time, right? Don't hold on to it. Just be like, well, there's someone out there who will think I'm everything, and that is what I'm looking for, right? Full as it relates to finances, you know, I'm willing to do what I have to do. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid, and I'm not naive, right? The Fool's looking right back at Judgment, so, you know, all these readings for April have been very spiritual, and I kind of love it. Okay, let's throw some, look at that, we have the Tower. So this is the underlying energy. Let's see what it's connected to. It's connected to the Two of Swords. So here's just what I feel. I feel that the Two of Swords is telling me that, you know, a decision had to be made. And because I was so in my head, maybe I didn't make the decision. And bam, the Tower makes it for me. Tower is, you know, something that shakes up your world. Of course it can hurt. But it is there to benefit you. That's the bottom line. Wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, you are not living your best life. And that's what the Tower means. So we're just going to shake you up, right? We're going to shake you out of this comfort zone. Maybe for some of you, it's just because you couldn't make that decision. Look at the moon back there. You know, very pronounced. Man, just been in my head. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I can do it. How the hell will I do it? Right? You look at the other way, it's like, you know what? Things work out. Somehow things work out. When I think positive, I know that the right people are going to be there when I need them, right? If there's challenges, I'll get over them, right? So this is kind of a blessing. Some of us are hoping for the Tower because we can't make up our mind. Whatever. Doesn't matter, right? The Fool's saying, okay, why, whatever the reason why it happened, don't worry about it. It's okay, right? It's okay. Something new wants to open up. And we already know it's good. How could it not be good? So the Tower is what's leaving. All right, we're going to go to the next level. We are going to use, I'm 99% sure this deck is called the Universal Tarot. Again, if I knew it was important back when I started my channel about remembering the name of the decks, and I should have, it's you know, I guess it's a form of respect. I would have learned them. Some of them I do. Some of them I just know. One more shuffle. You know, and I get readings like this that I feel like are very deep. It is, I mean, God, I want the whole world to hear it. Alright, I really don't want the Tower's influence that much. So we're going to move these around a little bit. You know, it's so funny, when I was living at my daughter's house, this nail polish, when I would paint my nails, it was, well, it looked red to me. Here, it looks orange. It's so funny. You know, different location, different perspective. I don't know. I think my eyes have stayed the same. Okay. Alright. Over the moon, we have the Hierophant. Card of Taurus. You know, king, the keys to the kingdom. How do we get the keys to the kingdom? It's our belief. right? It's our belief system. It's what we believe in. It's what we stand behind. And part of that is just knowing who you are, right? Knowing who you are. So that's a pretty strong card to come out, over the moon. It's like, maybe your belief system has just dropped by the wayside. This is saying just bring it back. Bring it back. It's what you're lacking. It's what you're missing. It's a 5. So it is talking about change. We have the Queen of Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, coming over that 10 of Cups. Well, she's very intuitive. Right, she's very intuitive. I feel like what she's doing is she's looking down at her cat, her black cat, and she's about to send him out on a mission. And that is to one or two things. I feel like she's either working for the Hierophant, so like our higher selves, or this is an actual person, living in this 3D. But I feel like she, like sending out my feelers. The cat's going to go out, but the cat's going to report back. Like, I'm not moving, I'm going to send you out. I'm not quite sure what that means yet. Look at this. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So, first thing, the 9 of Pentacles is your guardian angel, right? Guardian angel. Your guardian angel's request is to think about your foundation, right? Build your foundation. Trust within yourself. That can be a home business. A home business in a way. Like right now I'm thinking, it's just never going to happen. How am I going to figure it out? Who's going to believe me, right? I think I'm intuitive. I'm not intuitive. And it's like bullshit. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Right? Here's the Hierophant. Believe in yourself. You got to believe in your intuition. You got to believe like what you're sending out there will return to you. Now I see that black cat as being very loyal. I don't care what the card means. That's what it means to me. Like, I'm going to send that black cat out. And I know it's going to return to me, right? It's going to return to me, perhaps with the answer. That answer may be within my belief system. For some of you, it's about a business. It's about, and I get this all the time, which tells me some of you are listening and some of you aren't. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean? But this talks about success, right? And it also feels like something that happens pretty quickly around that. Well, let's look. Look at this. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is destiny, right? This is changing, right? That's what the Hierophant's saying. I'm a 5. Things are changing, right? Things are changing. If you want to send that black cat out, you better start sending it out, right? But listen, it's falling on the 10 of Cups, so how can it be bad? And then beside it is the 9 of Pentacles. And that's building true success. That's abundance, right? That's independence. It doesn't mean I can't have a family. What it's saying is I feel very independent in my own craft, in my own self, right? I know what I'm meant to be doing. Here's the will. Here's destiny, right? Here's that change. And it's saying it's happening quickly. It's happening quickly. It's happening quickly. But listen, you're being warned of it. And I'm only saying warned because even good things that happen so quickly can feel overwhelming, right? But you're receiving the signs. It's showing me that. Now you just got to trust him. Look at that. So now we have the Ace of Wands. This is you saying yes. Bring it on. I'm taking that chance. Right? This is you saying, I just know this is part of my destiny. I just know I can have success. How do you get success in the 9 of Pentacles, though? It's your focus. It's your belief, right? You can't have success in that if you're like, oh, let it just come to me. No, this is me putting in the work. Why? Because I believe in myself. And, abundance, Yes, I feel financial abundance, but I also feel a sense of independence within you, even within a relationship. Especially within a relationship, it's like all parts of you are now whole, right? To me, the Ten of Cups, I'd like to see the Ten of Pentacles next to it, but Nine of Pentacles is good enough for me. It's like all parts of you become whole. Are you going to say yeah to that, or are you going to say no? This tells me you're going to say yes, no matter how quickly it comes. Also about think that way, right? Because this person over here wasn't thinking that, was thinking, nothing's going to happen, right? Everything's going to remain the same. But man, when the illumination comes in and I change my perspective and, I follow my belief and I know all is possible, even though I can't see it. It's the moon. It's saying, listen, you're meant to go discover it. You're not meant to see it. You're meant to discover it. That's part of this journey. And this black cat kind of like is reiterating that to, it didn't sound right, to this queen, right? Then she gets the Ace of Wands. Bring it on. Okay, let's keep going. And all of this came from the dreaded tower, right? The tower that we don't want to see in our lives. The tower that we're afraid to create. But look at everything that opened once this tower came down. This is like the crashing and burning, so maybe it can't be re-erected, right? There's too much going on here. There's the Fool again. We have the Page of Cups. So what's the Page of Cups talk about? Number one, it talks about self-love, right? Self-love. That is kind of what the Hierophant talks about too, right? You should love yourself for all that you are. You should love yourself, love your soul for saying yes to this journey, right? This is a journey you, as a soul, said, yeah, I'll take this on. Yeah, I'll take it on, right? This is the remembrance of that, I feel, for some of you. But it also talks about love being in the atmosphere. Well, we already know that, right? Love is in the atmosphere. That's that Ace of Cups is sitting behind this person who's looking the other direction, right? The illumination of, I love myself. And all of a sudden, I feel like there's going to be great love in my life. Let's keep going. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is the perfect energy to come over this Four of Cups, right? This is doubting myself. This is much more fear over something than I need. It's like taking a seed of fear, and then allowing it to grow and grow and grow until it becomes your truth. But it's not the truth, right? The Hierophant saying, no, remember who you are, not who you think you've created, not who other people have created. Remember who you truly are. So this is the energy where I would be afraid that you would say no to the full energy. But I don't think it's going to happen. Look at that, because there's the Fool. Look at that. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords coming by this Eight of Cups. Again, what's the one thing that's putting me in the energy where I would potentially say no to whatever this adventure is? It would be my own fear. It would be my own fear. Where is that fear being created? It's being created due to something emotional in my life, an emotional time. Maybe many emotional times. If you've had many emotional times, especially with partners, it's time for you to look at that pattern and get down to that root. There's something going on. Now, that can come back from the way I grew up, right? And this is how I saw love, so this is just what I think love is. The Hierophant saying, my child, my child. Your soul, this isn't what your soul wanted. This is what you want. This is what you've created, right? This is some of the karma. This is some of the free will. Remember who you are, right? It'll move you out of that Nine of Swords because you created that Nine of Swords. You know, think about the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, I start building walls around me, right? Now I'm stuck within these walls. Now I'm stuck within this fear. And this is when life seems to stop. The Fool saying, no way in hell. No way in hell am I going to let you do that, right? You're like doubly covered. Even if this is two people, it feels like you're doubly covered. Why? Because part of this is your destiny. To me, when it says destiny, it means your soul required this. It's almost like, here's the tower, here's the reward, right? Usually when a tower appears in your life, there is some type of reward. Not only the toll that you receive and keep for eternity, but also some type of reward to allow you to see the beauty in life also. Okay, let's keep going. I feel like double Fool is like, no way am I just going to let you sit there. What's the Fool have at his back on both of these? The Sun. So, I don't care who you are, you're receiving some type of illumination, some type of epiphany, feelings, signs, and this would be a great time to start paying attention to them. We have justice. Could be a divorce, right? Could be. Right? I've been living in this, if I want to call it a life, for 20 years. Why? Because I've developed a comfort zone. When I think about leaving, I get fearful. I get fearful of how am I going to do anything. Why? Because I'm not trusting. I'm allowing myself to be second best. And even if it has nothing to do with the divorce, it kind of feels that way. Man, I feel like I'm putting you down, and I don't mean to. I mean to build you up. Justice is about finding that balance within yourself, right? Finding that balance within yourself. I don't think you're going to have a hard time, though. I feel like if you get down to that root of whatever that emotional thing is that's just been holding you back, I feel like the minute you find it, and I know you're going to find it because you're receiving the illumination over it, right? And because of that, there's a form of abundance that sets you on this path, this journey where you have this beautiful balance, right? This is beauty in all its form. I mean, what would we have if we just have an unbalanced world, an unbalanced mind? We have the Seven of Wands. And I almost feel like I'm in a court of law there. You know, like I'm in a court of law and I'm giving you my perspective. And let me tell you, Judge, back here, they shot me down. I want you to hear, who's justice? Justice is someone who's unbiased, right? I don't care. I was going to say, I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I don't care if you're a male or a female. I don't care if you've been through 20 car accidents or you've won $10 million. I don't care. I don't see you like that. I see you as a child of whatever your belief is, right? This is someone who is looking in an unbiased way, seeing your point of view. For some of you, it just feels like maybe you needed to speak up. I don't know. But don't be afraid of what you got to say, but don't let fear be part of that, right? This is, I'm going to tell you why. This is really feeling it. Again, you got the Sun backing that up. And what's beside that? The Three of Wands. So this is saying yes. And then this is the movement into the next portal. Well, can I tell you what's following the next portal? The High Priestess, the Lovers, Judgment, and the Fool. I mean, come on. I'm not going to take you back because I don't want you to think that way anymore. Let's keep going. Well, hello, Temperance. Card of Sagittarius. Temperance says, man, you have been through some karmic times, haven't you? You've been through some rough times, haven't you? And you've learned a lot, haven't you? And because you now see, you understand, the timing is right for movement, right? Temperance isn't about pushing you to do anything. Temperance, asks you to have patience, but Temperance has patience. Temperance has a lot of patience. Can you imagine waiting for us to make decisions, waiting for us to close the doors that, should have been closed forever? Maybe never even been open, but that was free will, and Temperance is like, I'm not here to judge you, right? You're not being judged. This is divine timing. So I feel like Temperance is saying, this is the divine timing. This is the time, this time before was the time of working things out, learning the experiences, gaining the tools, right? All that. Temperance feels like now she's saying, now is the time for you to enter into what it is that your hopes and dreams were. Not all this crap, but what it is you truly deserve, right? Especially with the Hierophant. I always say that, the Hierophant here. So Temperance is a beautiful card that comes in, but she also says, if it's not your time yet, then you just need to wait. As long as you're being proactive, the right time will show up, right? She's coming over, the High Priestess. So you're going to know this. You're going to know, if you're wondering, if you're wondering if you're the fool or should I be the fool, Temperance is saying you're going to know. But it's going to be up to you, right? Free will, whether you take that step or say not now, right? Let's keep going. Also, card of Sagittarius. I feel like I had to yell that out for someone. We have the Three of Pentacles. Came over the Lovers. Oh, I don't know. Some of you hooking up with someone at work? Maybe, maybe not. This could also talk about, what I like about the Three of Pentacles is it talks about a lot of creativity, right? It talks about partnership, but it talks about it in a way where, at least this is the way I see it. It talks about it in a way where each person gets to be their unique self. It says, it's like, I don't know, making a clock, right? One person understanding the mechanics of it. So this person's part is important. The other person's, is the wood builder, right? Works with wood, works with their hands, building it. So this part is important, right? And maybe the third person is about, the beauty of it, right? What I put behind it. Maybe I put opal behind, like I'm thinking of a grandfather clock, right? Each part of them, each element is important because I take one away, well, what do I really have, right? Each part is important. I don't know why I'm talking about this, other than it feels like you need to hear this. And, but what I really love about it is it says, feel comfortable being your unique self. And that's what people want. That's what whoever this is, it's what they want. That's what they want. They don't want all this, the walls, right? They want to see you. They will see you. They will. Temperance is saying, maybe this is also putting you together with some real soulmates. Maybe this is where some of you like come alive in your creativity. And maybe you need to realize that, I thought I could do it completely on my own, but I'm not that great at this. So maybe at this point, I'll bring this person in. And who knows, maybe you become true soulmates. And remember, soulmates aren't just lovers. Soulmates can be children. Soulmates can be best friends. Soulmates can be business partners. They're people that just seem, even if they argue, they seem to be able to create like no other. Okay, let's keep going. I hope the cards are coming across okay. You know, I'm going to keep improving and improving and improving. I'm going to go to some antique shops and try to find some historical, beautiful items. I'm feeling a very, like, bohemian, like that's kind of way I want to take it. But who knows? Who knows? You know, I also felt back here that some of you, you know, maybe there's something you want to do and where you want to take a leadership role in defending those who you feel need defended. You know, and maybe you're starting to feel that this is kind of what you're meant to do. You know, sometimes we're called to something. It can even be a disaster, and we're called to it, and we've never felt more alive, right? So that's telling you, like, this is the type of work that, like, I don't know, fills my soul. We have the Empress, beautiful Empress. She's coming over the energy of judgment. You know, some of you, this could be your beautiful mother, your grandmother, your big sis, a good friend, you know, that type of energy. Could have even been, for some of you, part of this tower. You know, part of this tower of losing someone who feels like they brought you nurturing, a lot of wisdom. And they're trying to probably get these messages to you, right? They're not going to reach you at the Nine of Swords. They're not going to reach you there. But they'll reach you in any other energy. So remember that. We have the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory. Not only is it the card of victory, but it's coming over the Fool. And what's attached to it? The Five of Wands. So let's look at that, because the Six of Wands is heading towards the Five of Wands, almost like I'm ready to go into battle, but this time I'm prepared. This time I'm going to win. This time I know a little bit more than what you know. Again, it's the element of sometimes, and I don't know why it's asking you to even go back this direction, but it could be tied with a family. Like this time I have the facts behind me that is going to shut the rest of you up. It's going to get the rest of you to see that I'm coming from the truth. I'm not really sure what that means. For someone, you might be adding a sixth child into, or let's say you may be becoming a family of six. Interesting. And what's above it? The Three of Wands. So for some of you, someone's like, I'm coming back, I'm giving my point of view, and I'm out of here. And then I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And I think I'm going to leave it there. But I am going to pull you an oracle card. I think this is going to mean many different things to many different people, yet I feel like the underlying story is really for all of us. And I felt that with every reading. You're the third, so I felt that, or you're the second. But I felt it with every single reading I've done. Even my personal readings. I don't know. I'm just going with it. Okay. We're going to pull the Mother Mary card. You know, I'm getting an urge to do a past life reading again. I'm just getting this urge. So it may be for some of you. It's not one of my biggest, like, people don't follow it as much, and really I guess that shouldn't matter, even if one person sees it. But I don't know. I'm just getting an urge to do that. I should also do a twin flame reading since I've just come in union with mine, I'm going to be careful not to talk about me, because someone said in my last reading, you tell too many of your stories. Well, I'm here, I feel, because of my stories. Truthfully, I do. I feel like I'm here because of the path that I've walked to help some of you who are walking that same path. And I feel a lot of us are walking the same path, different circumstances. But what we're learning, I feel like we are all helping each other. And because don't think, I mean, you guys helped me tremendously. I don't know if it wasn't for you guys that I'd even be where I'm at today. And, you know, I kind of feel like I'm in paradise, so thank you. All right. We have family. I pray for my family and give this situation over to God for answers, support, and healing. And then we have prayer. Instead of worrying, I pray about the situation to bring about real solutions. So we're going to read each one of these. And we're going to start with family. Your prayers for your family have been heard. Whatever you're concerned about, God has the answers you seek. Since worry can sometimes attract negative experiences, it's essential to give heaven any anxiety about your loved ones. Take a moment right now to breathe deeply and exhale family burden skyward to God, Mary, and the angels. As you release these cares, fill your heart with faith that in His wisdom and love, God has a wonderful plan for you and your family. Often, prayer is answered in illogical ways, so please don't spend time worrying about how your solution will come about. Instead, trust in God, who cares infinitely for you and your family. It's kind of like temperance. I don't know, guys. Let's go to prayer. This reading's blowing me away a little. But I'm loving it. Prayer. This card reminds you of prayer's powerful and positive effect and asks you to apply it to your present situation. This is especially true if you feel stuck, confused, powerless, or even in pain. Surrender these feelings to heaven and ask for divine intervention. Then listen carefully for God's messengers, the angels, who deliver His guidance to you in the form of feelings, signs, ideas, visions, and dreams. When you worry about a situation, you actually draw to you more negativity and feelings of paralyzing victimhood. So worrying gives you more things to worry about. In contrast, when you pray, you draw upon the most powerful force in the universe. Mother Mary reminds you to turn worries into prayers by saying, God, please help me with whatever your prayer is, and then pouring your heart out to Him about cares and concerns. You'll notice an emotional release immediately upon praying as you shift from fear to faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is like taking you from the Nine of Swords, going through the Hierophant into the Fool. It feels like these two cards right here have just completely, I don't know, they just feel beautiful. And I thank you guys for allowing me to be a part of, I find, a beautiful reading. Keep going. just keep going, okay? Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I love you all, and I just keep feeling you. You guys are filling me up, I'm telling you. Thank you for your beautiful donations. Keeps the channel alive. There's no lie in that, and I don't, I'm learning not to feel shameful asking, because I feel like it's my source of income now. Thank you for just being there for me. And also thank you for being there for my daughter and my granddaughter. I know I'm putting videos out there, but man, does it feel good to see you guys there. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.